I'm Big Will Evanson, and it's time to talk sports. Boy, oh boy, we have had a jam-packed day of sports across the valley. Let's not waste time and take you to Unity Field, where Colorado Mesa men's lacrosse took on Concordia University Irvine. And how about this for a snipe? Logan Smith with an absolute laser, rightfully doing the bow and arrow celebration, as CMU would be comfortably in control of 7-3 in the second half, but Concordia refused to go away. All of a sudden, it was an onslaught for the Golden Eagles. 3 quick goals had Concordia Irvine within 1 in the fourth quarter, but the other way, low and away from Eli Bibler. He gets the bounce to go 5-4 in, but Concordia answered to less than a minute to go. Mavs up 1, and it's an empty net for CMU, and oh my goodness, somehow Concordia's goalie Daniel Yang makes the save. I have no clue how he did that. So 20 seconds remain. CMU leads by just a goal. Now under 5 seconds left. Colorado Mesa hoping to hold tight, and the Mavs defense steps up huge to win a wild one at Unity Fields. A big win for the Mavericks against the team right behind them in the RMAC standings. 8-7 is the final. And after the men, the women were in action against CSU Pueblo, and a nice save here by Heather Hawkins, smooth and clean from the freshman. And here come the Mavericks. Pass inside, Courtney Havel, and the Mavs leading scorer delivers beautifully in the back of the net. She's fired up as Colorado Mesa would go on to dominate CSU Pueblo 17-2 in some high school lax at Longs Park, Grand Junction, and Prairie View, and the bounce shot finds the back of the net for Ryland Hewitt to give the Tigers an early 8-4 lead. And when you're watching GJ lacrosse, you must always have eyes on number 44, Paxton Weber, one of the most skilled players in the state, and Weber was on his game today. A second straight game with a hat trick for Weber, as the Tigers would pull away in the second half to win it 15-8 and remain undefeated. At Suplizio Field, it's the GJ Tigers in action against Castle View, and Tyler Johnson with a booming belt to right. That drops all the way to the warning track, giving Clayton Scarborough plenty of time to stroll on home, as Johnson has a double, although the Tigers would fall in this one. 6-4 is the final from Suplizio. And Fruta took on Grandview earlier. Boy, we're getting all the views tonight, as a heads-up play by pitcher Josh Weaver gets the runner in a pickle. Back and forth he goes, as Jimmy Hawkins is there for the tag. But now with 2 runners in scoring position, Grandview makes good connection and sends it flying to the right. Noah Brackett has the grab, but plenty of time for the runners to advance, as Grandview leads it 5-1, as Grandview's pitcher Ethan Washman was absolutely zeroed in today. Fruta just couldn't muster much at the plate, as they fall in this one 7-1 at Suplizio Field. And after game 1 of the doubleheader, 13-6, Colorado Mesa got the win in game 1 of that doubleheader today. Colorado Mesa baseball, they absolutely exploded in game 2 of the Friday doubleheader against the Colorado School of Mines. Here, the Mavs catcher Rocco DeFrancisco has a grand slam, one of 3 home runs in the game for Colorado Mesa, as the Mavericks pour on 25 runs in Golden, thrashing the Orediggers by 22, as CMU is on fire. Winners of 8 in a row, as they improve to 14-1 in RMAC play. Boy, just an awesome night of sports. Plus, there was some great action in the Sweet 16, as our Elite 8 is set, and we have some more awesome basketball on the way this weekend. But that's all my time for sports. I'm Big Will Evanson.
All right. Look, I just want to say a couple things, and of course this is all bias related. It's about lacrosse in Western Colorado and Grand Junction. I believe that there are only 2 Division I lacrosse programs, DU and Air Force. And I think there's only a couple of Division II, CMU, and who else? In
CSU Pueblo.
CSU Pueblo has lacrosse. And so these high school kids are really, I think, bringing a lot of attention to this great upcoming new sport. And let me tell you something about these Grand Junction Tigers. Again, I'm biased because my son is a starting defenseman on the team.
Playing well as a sophomore.
Yes, and this group of sophomores and others are really competitive and impressive athletes in a young and upcoming and terrific sport, lacrosse.
Absolutely, and it really is growing throughout the valley, and Grand Junction is really at the center of that. What we've seen from this Tigers team, still undefeated. They can do it all. They can score in so many different ways. Tristan Britton can make plays. Of course, Paxton Weber and your son,
Alex
Mr. Lane,
Lane,
doing a great
55 defense. Good work, son. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.